I don't know how it is when one human being, them what they are earning is meant to take care of everybody. There is another human being who also has capacity to earn, but they are keeping theirs. So what I have seen happen is that many times, so the money of this one partner is underutilized kwa nyumba. So when it's underutilized in the home, it ends up being wasted. Do you understand what I'm saying? And wasting may mean unashinda ukitumia watu wako and you give them fish as opposed to teaching them how to fish. You always identify there are people in need all over. Unashinda ukiwapatia because of underutilization. And the person who is working, whose money is our money, they end up getting overwhelmed because they're also a human being. They can seem like, yes, they are providing, but they get overwhelmed and they could have done so much more. At the end of the day, the family income is reduced because you are not able to come and invest, maybe getting more property, taking children to maybe better schools because you have resources. The resources are not there. I will want to know if there is a man who is happy with, I've not met one, but if I meet one here, I think I'll change my story. A man who is comfortable, him and the wife, they are working, but he's shouldering all the responsibilities. The wife, yeye pesa yake ikue yake. If there's a man like that, maybe. Is there a man like that? Ako comfortable from the bottom of your heart. You are okay, shouldering everything your wife is earning yake ikue yake. I've never met one like that. I've not met one like that. So sometimes I don't know where this ideology come from. Because for me, as I say, do unto others what you would unto you. So I look at it this way. We are partners. If I expect to be consulted as an equal partner, then I have to be an equal partner when it comes to family resources. It doesn't mean that all of us contribute equally. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying what you're able to provide, you put it in the family kitty. Because I am raising sons. And I would never want my son to be the one breaking his back, shouldering all the responsibilities. So what am I modeling to him? I'm modeling to him a partnership. Because another thing I ask, what if the man dies because he can? What if he loses his job? What will happen? You'll tell me you'll step up. But you step up something you were never used to doing. Now, this is the question again I will ask. Now, how do I expect to be consulted in investment when I'm not party to it, I'm not contributing? Then I'm expecting, amenunua shamba na hakuniambia. Of course, because if I want to be treated as a baby girl, let me remain a baby. Babies are not consulted. Now, nasema tu, you want baby girl treatment, remain a baby. Because now you cannot again start, it's conflicting because you're saying, I want to be spoiled. I want to be treated as a baby girl. Then you start complaining. Oh, akanunua shamba, akaniambia. But I don't tell my son where I'm buying a shamba. He's a baby. I don't tell him. It's adults who talk about such stuff. So you see it becomes a conflict because you'll be treated as a baby to the very end. Okay? So personally, this is what I believe. You put your resources together and plan for them as a family. If somebody has someone they are supporting, you bring it to the table. You bring to the table, like now I told you, I'm completing building for my mother a house. I brought it to the table, not to seek for permission. I said, I want to put up for my mother a house because of this and that. And my husband said, fine. He keeps asking, how far has the house gone? And I don't expect him to contribute money for it. He can. But for me, I don't have that expectation. If he does it, I'm very grateful. Because I don't want to be entitled. That is not his mother. So if he says the day he says, have this money, you can actually roof with it. I'm so grateful. Because that's not his mother. I don't expect that. So you put together. I'm yet to meet a man who is happy doing that. So I don't know where that is coming from. And then the other part you talked about when it comes to kujiendeleza, mwingine ako tu sawa na biashara. People are different. Me, I believe in complementing one another and supporting one another. If, like, for example, my husband met me at the university. We met at the university and we met in church. I do not ever expect him to come in between me and my studies because he met me at the university I was studying. He met me in church, so I don't expect him to come in between me and my service to God. Because were it not for God, he would not have met me. Were it not for my studies, hangenipata. So the thing is, we support one another. He may be interested maybe in business. Me, I'm interested in kujiendeleza. So we bring it to the table. Like now, when I was coming to Kisii, I said, I'm going to Kisii to speak for 1 week. I'm leaving Kisii, I head to Nairobi, I pack my clothes. I'm going to Mombasa for another 1 week. So we talked because him is always at home. So we talked, we said, so you're going to be home with the children? I go. He said, please go. What do you need? Support. The next time he has something he needs support, he will say, you know what, there's something I need to do. So during this time, block your dates, you'll be there with the children. We support one another. Remember the way you treat your partner, they will treat you the same when your whatever comes. So I don't know, maybe the part you may be saying, I don't know that, it becomes a problem when the woman is the one who wants to advance. I said on day 1 or day 2, the IQ of the children is determined by the IQ of the mother. Children who are malnourished most of the time, they come from families where the mothers are not educated. So they don't even know how to combine the food groups. So by you supporting your wife, for example, as a man to advance, it's a benefit to your children. My children have gotten opportunities because of me. Like they go somewhere, you find somebody knows, somebody says, you're Rose's child, come and get this. My son wants to go to an exchange program to Canada next year. And he told me, Mama, I want to go to Canada for an exchange program by the university. I told him I have friends, I have clients in Canada. I have churches I've ministered in Canada online. I just contact them. I say, my son is coming to the university. Anybody there? And I told him, you will be hosted. He will be hosted. My son will be given first-class treatment. You know why? Because I've ministered. I have people I've never met, but they are my clients. They are my friends. So imagine what a blessing. Like if my husband was blocking me, then our son is going to Canada. He has to struggle. He doesn't know anybody. But because of that, so they go places. They say, somebody says, when mtoto wa Rose, just come. You don't need to line up. Just go here. When mtoto wa so-and-so, the father, other places, just come, get this. So by you supporting each other, unless you're with the wrong person, such that maybe some people can become proud. Some people get to a place, they forget where the Lord has gotten them from. And that is not an issue of advancement. That's an issue of somebody's attitude. Because they feel wanataka kukanyaga watu, and such people never go very far. Because they become proud and they never advance from that point. So maybe addressing the issue, you can ask, why is it that I'm bothered if my wife wants to advance? What is the real issue? Sometimes you can say when they have young children, there are women also, let me talk about women now. There are women also who don't understand their seasons. Like if you're breastfeeding, for example, the priority is the baby being breastfed. One of my colleagues left a 6-week-old to go for a training in the US for 6 weeks. Was it 6 weeks? A 6-week-old baby. She was in maternity leave. Na alikuwa amechukua leave. Opportunity ikakuja ya kwenda US. Akatoka leave. Akasema siachi. Nikiacha hiyo opportunity sita succeed. Sitapata ingine. Imagine she got a nurse from the workplace to come and live in her house, an elderly nurse, to sleep with her 6-week-old in the US, surely. Now, those are wrong priorities. Because a child who is lacking that connection with the mother at such an early age, they will never recover. Because that's a motherless child. You see? So you find somebody does not understand their seasons. And no, right now I'm breastfeeding. The child never asked to be born. So I will have to stay here, take a pause, and breastfeed because you understand your seasons. So maybe understand critically, why is it that I'm bothered when my partner wants to advance, and support your partner because you'll benefit as a family. And at the end of the day, it will actually, even she will support you because your time will come also and your partner will support you.